In every small town, every forgotten house, and every shadow that lingers just out of sight, some stories refuse to stay buried. Welcome to American Nightmares, the channel where we explore the dark corners of the American landscape. Haunted houses, twisted folklore, and real-life stories that will make your spine tingle. Tonight, we journey down Sushi Road, deep in rural Minnesota, where one family discovers that some houses never let you go. So sit back, turn off the lights, and prepare yourself, because what you're about to hear is not just a story. It's an American. Aaron Reynolds gripped the steering wheel as the car bounced along the narrow path. Snow crunched under the tires, fields stretched into whiteness, and the wind whispered through bare trees like voices from another time. He hadn't been back to Minnesota in nearly a decade, but the farmhouse on Sushi Road called him home. Denise shifted beside him, pulling her coat tighter. "Are we sure about this?" she asked. Her city instincts hated isolation. A quiet too deep, air too cold, silence that carried its own weight. Tia pressed her nose to the frosted window, peering out at the skeletal trees. "It's beautiful," she whispered. "Look at the snow dancing." He remembered summers here, running through the yard barefoot, the smell of cornfields in August, his grandmother calling them inside as dusk fell. Those memories felt alive yet distant. The house had been waiting, and now they were back. The farmhouse emerged slowly from the woods, paint flaking, porch sagging under years of neglect. Its windows reflected the sunlight like cautious eyes. Even Aaron felt the familiar pang of unease, like the house recognized him and judged. They arrived just as the last light faded. Denise got out first, her boots crunching snow as she scanned the property. Tia followed, still mesmerized. Aaron lingered, taking a deep breath before stepping toward the door. Inside, the air smelled of cold wood and old memories. Denise unpacked the kitchen, Tia explored the creaking hallways, and Aaron inspected the basement flashlight cutting through darkness. Everything was intact. Nothing had changed. Except them. And something about the house. The first few days were deceptively calm. Snow muffled sounds, and the cold kept them mostly indoors. But small things began to unsettle them. Denise noticed doors left open when she was certain she'd closed them. Footsteps echoed in the hall at night, soft but measured, stopping outside her bedroom door. Tia spoke in voices that weren't hers, talking to shadows no one else could see. Aaron tried to rationalize. Old houses make noises. It's nothing. But he, too, noticed subtle patterns. The rhythm of footsteps at midnight, shadows stretching unnaturally along walls, the way Tia's voice occasionally echoed back words he hadn't spoken aloud. One afternoon, chopping wood, he glimpsed a dark figure standing among the trees, still, watching. When he approached, it vanished. That night, Tia whispered to someone in the hallway. "They're coming," she said, voice hollow. Denise shivered. Sleep became impossible. Word spread quickly. Sushi Road may have been isolated, but Pine Hollow wasn't far, and news traveled. The townspeople knew the Reynolds family had returned. "House on Sushi Road," someone muttered at the diner. "Bad history there. Kids wouldn't play near the property." Adults who once welcomed Aaron's grandparents crossed the street to avoid interaction. Isolation wasn't just physical. It was social. Creeping. Subtle. Suffocating. Inside, strange events escalated. Cold drafts in sealed rooms. Objects moving without touch. Whispers through empty spaces. The house had become a living presence, responding, testing, observing. Aaron wanted to leave. Denise refused. "We came back to face this," she said. "It's our home." January winds rattled the windows, making the house groan and moan. Tia woke screaming, claiming someone had entered her room. Denise found scratches on the floorboards outside her bedroom door. Thin, shallow, deliberate. Aaron stayed awake, listening. At midnight, a low rhythmic tapping came from the basement. He grabbed a flashlight and descended. Shadows twisted along the walls, distorted and moving without source. Then he saw it, a small, shadowed figure at the far corner. Watching, unmoving yet present. He yelled. It vanished. Only the echo of tapping remained. Tia's hollow voice repeated words Aaron and Denise didn't understand. Fear settled in their bones. The family spoke to townspeople. Stories trickled out. Previous occupants had fled, speaking of a living house, of something that didn't want them. The events escalated. Cold drafts in rooms sealed shut. Objects hurled across kitchens. Walls whispered Aaron's name. Leaving felt impossible. The land resisted, as if Sushi Road itself had claimed them. One night, Tia called from the stairs. Her eyes were distant. "They're here," she whispered. "They want us to leave." Aaron and Denise realized this wasn't ordinary haunting. Weeks passed. The family adapted. Lights left on at night. Routines developed. Talking to the house as if it could understand. Aaron kept a journal, noting patterns. Denise meditated, trying to stay grounded. Tia learned to speak calmly to shadows. Then came the whisper of Aaron's grandmother. "Protect the house. Protect yourselves." The family realized the house wasn't just haunting them. It was testing them, shaping them, binding them to its legacy. Spring arrived. Snow melted, revealing cornfields and forests. Less threatening now. The house still groaned, whispered, shifted. But the family endured. Neighbors noticed. The family was no longer afraid, no longer passive. Respect replaced fear. The house on Sushi Road remained. A presence, a challenge, a memory. But the Reynolds family had won something intangible. Resilience. Some battles aren't about winning or losing. They're about standing your ground, understanding the past, and finding courage in the unknown. Aaron, Denise, and Tia learned this. The house, with its shadows and secrets, was theirs. A home, a test, and a story on Sushi Road still stands, and the whispers of the past remain. Some families survive, some don't, and some are changed forever. If you thought that story gave you chills, hit that like button, share it with someone brave enough to listen, and subscribe to American Nightmares for more tales that haunt the mind and linger long after the lights go out. Remember, in America, nightmares aren't always dreams. Sometimes they're real.